and welcome to BWB Brunch with Books. I'm super excited to present to you the Christmas episode of this year. It's been a lovely year with all of you viewers. BWB has been delivering beautiful insights about books, both fiction and non fiction. It's been such a wonderful journey with my author friends. And what I love about BWB is that every episode comes up with something unique, something interesting, something extraordinary. And let me talk about my BWB team members. We have our bubbly and my dearest friend, our host, Shritapa Mahanti, who has moved to Australia, but yet she manages to meet us and connect with us according to the Indian time to record episodes just for you. And then we have our learned and retired educationist, Sujata ji. She has such a lovely joy, the river of her life. She's always full of enthusiasm, teaching us that age is just a number. And then, how could I forget Dr. Geetha Karyappa? She is the most amazing storyteller, bringing to you stories in such a wonderful, descriptive way. And you actually want to listen to it and you get completely lost. And at the same time, she has wonderful lessons to share with all of us. And never to forget our only male member, Dr. Siddharth Sen. He is the one who brings wonderful stories into all our episodes and keeps us amused with these stories, and not to forget his infectious laughter. With such a lovely team, we have been presenting to you episode after episode. And I'm sure our subscribers and viewers have loved our episodes. So today, I am going to select two or three very beautiful moments from our episodes for you, our viewers, so that you can collect these memories and enjoy Christmas today. So let's go. First and foremost, I will show you the BWB launch video, how we launched this wonderful talk show for you. So here goes. Eating and reading. So let me know, what are your favorite things?
I love eating, especially when it's such tasty, delicious food. The aroma fills me with a lot of expectations.
I love traveling, reading, and food. What's yours?
Books and reading with a buffet full of options. Wow, I love it.
Now, do you remember what lovely memories I shared with you about how we launched BWB? And now, like I promised, I will want to share one episode 25, a story about each of us, wherein what happens when BWB sleeps. It was a fun episode with each of us giving different stories. But one of the unique stories was, as usual, by Dr. Geetha Karyappa about her visit to a relative's house in Kurg. And I want you to watch and listen to this story with real interest because it's so amusing and there's so much to learn from every story that she shares. She speaks about what happens, and I don't want to reveal anything more. Go watch this part of this episode and you will understand what I'm talking about. And I love the message she shares at the end of the story. So go ahead and watch this.
Be part of today's When BWB Sleeps fun session. So as an author, I often narrate stories from my imagination. But today, I would like to deviate and share with you a personal, real moment from my life. So it was one of those experiences that started as an ordinary family visit to an estate house in Cook. But then it turned into something unforgettable. And I promise it's a story you will never forget. So this is what happened. So my husband and I, we had a sleepover visit to my husband's cousin's house in Kurg, Madikeri in Kurg. So it is an estate house perched atop a hill and surrounded with coffee bushes all over, coffee shrubs. And there are, tall silver oak trees with pepper vines climbing high above to it. And then it is the night time, it is the most beautiful because you can see the sky, inky black sky, scattered with, stars like diamonds all over it. And you can hear the sound of the wind and the sound of the cricket, and you can hear the sound of the jackals howling in the distance. And it is all very scary and mysterious and exciting and fun also. And it is really wonderful in the winter times. And we had gone in the winter time only. Because after a nice dinner, you can just settle down for warm sleep under the, warm blanket and in a cozy, comfy bed. So I had settled myself down for a nice sleep now. So after the dinner was over, and like I'm a person who go off into deep sleep. I knock myself off into sleep until morning. And if somebody wants to wake me up only, they have to shake me up. So that night, as I, settled myself into sleep, something, it was not very comfortable. The bed was very soft, of course, but I felt like, it was not really settled down and all that. And I thought it is because it is a new bed and, new experience. And I settled myself down for sleep. In the night, I woke up again and I felt that the bed was moving like, it was like a water bed or something like that. And anyways, I went to sleep. In the morning, the cousin's wife asked me, "Did you have a nice sleep? Did you sleep well in the night?" And I joked with her. I said, I had an experience like on a water bed only. It was an amazing experience floating on the water bed. So the cousin was reading the newspaper. He looked at me. He glanced at me he lowered the newspaper and glanced at me over the top of the newspaper, and some expression passed over his face. Then abruptly he got up and he moved briskly towards the cabinet where the double barrel gun was kept, and he snatched up that gun. I was so scared. My God, what is happening? Something I said triggered, some kind of fight is going to happen now. And, the brothers are going to fight. Am I responsible? What did I do? I looked at my husband. He looked at me as if to say, "You are always a blabber mouth. You always put your foot into your mouth. I don't know what you have said." And we both rushed after him. And he was calling out to his writer, and he's a hefty fellow. He also arrived, and then they were moving towards the bedroom. I wanted to say, "Stop, the bed is not made," and all that, but they were already inside the room. They went near the window, opened the windows, pushed the curtains aside, and they both positioned themselves near the foot of the bed. And some kind of a signal passed through them, through their eyes. And suddenly the writer flung up the mattress and the cousin pulled the trigger. There was a loud, deafening sound of the bullet shot in the room. And I looked at the foot of the bed. There was a black cobra that was coiled, ready to spring up. And, it was all splattered with blood. I couldn't just look at the cobra. It was dead. But I was also shaking, like my legs had turned into rubber, thinking of the near death escape. Like I had almost escaped death. It was so close. I was just clinging on to the latch of the door, keeping myself steady. And this is an experience I will never forget. So what did I learn from this little adventure? Firstly, that surprises arrive at the most unexpected times and sometimes underneath your own mattress. Secondly, laughing away. Your fear is the only way you can, face the unexpected situations. And
So, wasn't it a wonderful story that Dr. Geetha shared with us? I was really amused. The ending was such a surprise. Who would believe that would be a cobra right below her mattress? And she slept through peacefully. It was such a hilarious story. And at the end, what was the message she shared? Laugh away your fears. And there is always something happening in every family. And now, I would like to share a story from Dr. Siddharth from one of our very, very interesting episodes, which was broadcast on Halloween's on 31st October, which happens to be my birthday also. Anyways, that's another story. So, Dr. Siddharth has shared such a spooky and scary story. And I don't want you to miss that. It's a lovely story. So go ahead, watch this story, and then we will see how interesting this story seems to you. And so go ahead and enjoy it. Go ahead.
Scary. I had a spooky moment on which I have written a book also. This was experience of Kalimpong. We had gone to visit a place where they were having a cactus show, and uh, near the cactus show there is a place called Goripur House. That's Rabindranath Tagore's old house. And when I came to know about that, I was very curious. I was like, okay, let's go there. And my sister was actually in the cactus house place, and I thought of entering this dilapidated building, very old one, looking like a haunted place. I got into it, and I was looking at the place. The building was quite a old one. There was no maintenance at all. I was just roaming around, and everywhere it was like some branches, some crooked branches coming from somewhere, and all that was there. So even the pictures I have taken have appeared so crooked. They look like so scary when I look at it now. And then I moved towards the front part of it. So the entrance from was from the back side. So we got into it, and nobody was there. So I thought, okay, nobody is there, just let's go inside. And I got into it. When I reached to the front side, somebody suddenly came out of that place. And he was so thin and like, you know, creepy in like looking only that I could like feel, I don't know, I felt like he's not a human being. He's like something different. And I looked at him and it said, I didn't say anything. He tried to come out. And then he was saying, Sir, 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 he was saying something. I said, let's come out of this place. And later, I remember when I was back to home, there was some kind of energy which was pulling me. And I even got some visions that, I'm going back and, going back to that place again and again. That was when I got this idea of writing the manor, the haunted house. And that is like quite a horror story. Everybody, whoever has read it, even now the audio recording has gone out. People are really scared when they read it because maybe that that spirit part of it has been sitting. I mean, it was sitting in me, and I transferred that energy into the book. So the book has become so scary now.
So I'm sure you enjoyed Dr. Siddharth's spooky and scary story. There are so many such stories that each of us have shared. Shrithappa, Sujata ji, Dr. Geetha, Dr. Siddharth, and obviously even I have. And every episode has brought you either the review of a fiction book or a non-fiction book or a comparison between a fiction and non-fiction book. Episode after episode, we have brought uh, insights into classic books, century old bestsellers, and there has been so much that we have shared with you. And I know this journey has been beautiful so far. And I love it when every Thursday I watch an episode which we have recorded with a lot of happiness and a lot of feeling of wanting to share our knowledge, our views, our insights, our stories, and we want to make every viewer and subscriber feel satisfied and happy after watching every episode. So I'm sure this Christmas is going to be extremely special. All these wonderful memories of BWB that I shared with you. I love BWB for the enthusiasm and for the fervor that we have to keep improving, to keep giving our viewers insights into extraordinary books. And I'm sure you will continue to enjoy these episodes. So, till next week, have a great time. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. May 2026 bring beautiful things into your life and I'm sure it will be an extremely successful year for you. Thank you. All the best. Goodbye and good night.